Me, Peakwater25 here, and today I have the second installment of my coaster review series, since I'm only reviewing Great America until I go to more parks this year, and I'm doing it in reverse alphabetical order. By deduction of reason, it's Whizzer that is up next, the last remaining Schwarzkopf speed racer in the United States, and truly a classic coaster. It's exactly 40 years old, built in 1976. It's Great America's oldest coaster, unless you count the Demon, which its original model was built in '76, but the Demon as we know it today came around 1980. But yeah, enough of the trivia. Let's actually get to dissecting the facts and everything going on here with the Whizzer and see how it stacks up. The first up, the drop for the Whizzer is not exactly the best. It drops at about 35 degrees or so. Doesn't even feel 45 degrees, and it's not steep. Its only job is to gain speed before banking right into a right turn, bank turn, just banking right into a turn into the woods and all that. Does its job, but really does nothing else. It's kind of it also feels pretty long, but then again, it's really just because you're gaining speed, getting up to like 40 or 50 miles per hour. It feels long, but it's really just a straight down drop at 35 degrees. Really nothing much. 4 out of 10. Intensity. This one was kind of a tough one. Intensity isn't exactly my best category. I mean, Whizzer has a few tight turns and is secluded in the woods. So you don't really feel out, you kind of feel hidden, and there's some tight turns, and you pull some G's in the turns, not many of them, just 3 G's. However, it's usually after every bank turn is a slow turnaround or some sort of trim break. It's just kind of like it's half intense and then half turnaround. I mean, you decide for yourself, and my vote is a 4 out of 10, below average intensity. I mean, this is a family ride. It's not designed to be like a V2 or a Goliath, which are really intense rides. Duration. While watching a POV, I concluded that the release from the lift hill to the final brake run was 58 to 60 seconds, just under a minute from my observations. The official duration is 2 minutes, but that includes the lift hill and possibly the brake run, which really don't count. So it's about an average duration, above average maybe, because there are some shorter rides. However, I will conclude that Whizzer will get a 6 out of 10 for duration. Airtime. Every ride has at least 1 moment of airtime. Whether or not you're locked in your seat or just in place, there's always 1 moment of airtime. I barely ever give a 1 for airtime. There's at least 1 moment on every ride that you get a little bit of airtime. Just a little bit. Like, it could be minimal. Just a little pop, and that's it. And I'll give it a 2. And just like here, there's not a lot of airtime, but there's like that 1 moment. Can't specify where, because I don't remember. Haven't been to Great America in 2 weeks now. And you just get a little pop there, and you're done. It's just 1 pop of airtime, but still, I'm not going to give a 1 for airtime, and do not expect to see a lot of 1s for airtime. You're going to get like airtime on every ride there, even if it's just a little bit. So, final score, 2 out of 10. Smoothness. Whizzer actually runs pretty smooth for 40 years of age. Train kind of bangs or thuds along the track. You just kind of hear like a boom, 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 boom as you kind of roll down the track, and it might pick up a bit, sound like a locomotive as you go faster. It's more just a noise rather than a rattle. You don't really feel it in the ride too much, and the transitions can be jerky, especially towards the back. Upon that first bank turn and do the minimal restraints, you just kind of jerk to the right. You throw yourself to the right. I mean, and back then, I listed this as like one of the first entries in my top 15 worst coasters video. And riding it again, I have no idea what I was thinking. This is actually a top 50 coaster now. So, I mean, I find it better than Demon, Eagle, and Dark Knight. But then again, I'll get to those ones later. Restraints. Whizzer has a very unique system of restraints. They feature only seatbelts for restraints. Only a seatbelt that goes around your waist, and it can accommodate 2 riders, with the larger one sitting in back. Like if it's an adult and a child, the child sitting in the adult's lap. Kind of makes it a weird experience if you're going with like your cousin or your sibling. but it's truly one of a kind. It's waist only, standard mesh, like the ones you find in your car. Train is padded on the sides and the seat if you get thrown to the side of the train, like bad transitions. And it just feels you're riding in toboggan style, and this is a very open restraint, very loose restraint, but it can cause some problems. However, Whizzer's restraints is one of the main reasons why it's. I mean, if it had lap bars or over the shoulder restraints, even worse, it would not be as good as a ride. The restraints here are excellent and one of a kind. Just a seatbelt and nothing else. 8 out of 10. Theming. I have no identifiable theme for Whizzer. It's the word Whizzer makes me identify that it's going fast, but it doesn't really do much of that when you have Goliath, V2, and Raging Bull in the same park. I mean, I spent too much time trying to think of any theme, but I really cannot find a theme to this one. I mean, little fun fact, it used to be called Willard's Whizzer, after the middle name of the owner of Marriott, and since this was owned by Marriott, however, that was dropped when Six Flags took over. So it's just the Whizzer, and there's no theme to it. I have no problem handing out ones for theming if there's nothing. I mean, the closest thing I can think of is that there's the name on the front of the train, like a little sticker with the name of the ride in the front of the train. But that's all I could think of. Scores. The total score for Whizzer is a 31 out of 70, making an average score of 4.4, just about. My score is much higher, which is a 6 out of 10. It's a great ride. It might not have all the best stats and all the things in its favor, but it's just one of a kind. It's secluded, very tight, banked, unique, has so many elements. It's an Ace Coaster Landmark recipient, and it's definitely a good way to start off your day if you're doing a counterclockwise rotation of the park. I definitely recommend stopping to do this one. You can skip it, but I feel like you'd miss out on a unique experience. Not because it's not like the ride is so good that you have to get on it. It's just a unique experience, and it's a piece of living, twisted metal history. And I'd feel really bad giving this thing a 5, implying that it's just average. It's so unique. This is the only one within like thousands of miles you can find. This is the only one of its kind you can find in thousands of miles. It's ridiculous, but it's also just makes it a reason. I mean, if they were all over the place, this would probably get like a 5. But this is a one-of-a-kind experience. And I know the one thing I'm emphasizing about Whizzer, it's not the best ride in the world, but it's a one-of-a-kind experience. Let me get rid of that little scroll bar there. My mouse was waving over the play button. It's like as in the start to slideshow. My apologies. Still, I mean, Whizzer, very unique, above average ride. It's just it's so different from the rest of the rides at the park. It might be worth riding home about and it's a great ride for young kids. It's a good ride to start your kids off with, and I'm just gonna try and say it's very unique. I'm gonna cut it off there before I repeat myself like a broken record. But I also have a little bit of news. On May 25th will be my last day of school. I have to get through 3 days of finals, so I will not be able to upload these next 3 days. And when I'm at the summer, which starts after the afternoon of May 25th, I get home from school about 3:15, 3:30. I'm gonna be on summer, and I'm gonna have a freaking bonanza uploading things. My goal is to upload at the least once a week. Sometimes I think I can upload twice a week, and I have official dates for Cedar Point as well. Just me and my father, because it was a birthday gift. We'll be going to Cedar Point June 5th, so I'll be able to get on everything there. I'm gonna hope for good weather. Hope you guys wish me for good weather, because I don't want to miss out on that. June 5th will be Cedar Point. It'll be just a weekend trip, so it won't be gone for long. I'll be able to get on everything once, maybe twice. Like the better rides twice. But basically what you can pull from that is that I'll try to upload at least once a week during the summer. And I'll be going to Cedar Point June 5th and bringing back 17 or 15 coasters worth of data. 17 coasters because Pipe Screen's not one, and I'm excluding the 2 kiddie coasters, so I'm not going to go on that. Basically, from Blue Streak to TTD, Top Thrill Dragster, I'll be making a review on. And on that note, I hope you all have a good day. Good luck on finals, because I have finals tomorrow and for the next 3 days. Have a good end of the year, and I'll be going to Great America Saturday as well. The Justice League officially opens May 28th. I do follow Great America on Facebook. But yeah, with all that, my brother is absolutely hyped for Justice League. I'm dragging this on for way too long. I hope you all have a good day if you're still watching. Good luck on finals. Have a great summer when that's over. Yada yada yada. Wish me for good weather. And as always, peace.